What's up guys, today we are going to see about configuring security on Apache Nifi. Now let's get started. Now let's see how we will configure it. So this is my LinkedIn post configuring SSL TLS authentication on Apache Nifi, and this is the link to my previous LinkedIn post in which there is mentioned about the installation of the Nifi on AWS. So take it as a prerequisite for those guys who haven't installed it. Now let's see the architecture. Architecture consists of two parts. So I'll open it. Yeah. So this one side is the client side and another is the server side. So in the client side, there is the web browser, which is configured with a pfx file. So that pfx file will be generated after generating the public and private key pair. So this pfx file is only file which is responsible for the communication between the server to the client. Fine. So this is the whole overview of client one. Now in the server side, there are three parts. One is Keystore, another is Truststore, and the third one is Authorization. In the Keystore part, there is the private key pair and public key pair which are generated for the Nifi server. This part is responsible when we are having a cluster and 2-3 nodes are there. So in order to verify and collaborate in a communication between the nodes, this key store is kept. For this trust store is for this trusting of with the client. So every client which you want to get access to the Nifi server, you just have to place its public key, this public key generated in your client, that is your desktop. So you will copy this public key and so we will, and this authorization consists of the roles. Like in the organization there is admin role and DFM role and a lot of variety of roles. So this one, that what role should be assigned to what person, so accordingly that access is given to that person. So this is the whole architect overview of so this part. So let's the client configuration. So now let's get into it. So before that, there are some prerequisite which is mentioned in my post. So let's see the prerequisites. So these prerequisites are, you have Windows subsystem for Linux, which is quite important. So you can see that this inside this one, turn on Windows features on and off, this one. So this is it's opening. Yeah. So here there is a Windows subsystem for Linux, which should be ticked, right? This is very important. Another thing is Ubuntu. So inside the Microsoft Store, search for the Microsoft Store. So the store, this one. This one. Oops, that word is opening for me. Okay, let it be. Now this here I will search for Ubuntu. Ubuntu, this one. In my case, since I have already installed it, so it is showing me that to get installed. But in your case, it will show you about get here, like this. Wish list is shown. here you will see the get. So I will close it and get to my, this one is completed. And now this one, the security group configuration, right? So security group configuration should be there. So this is my unsecure, that is it is listening to my 8080 port. So I will show you right here. Will be colon 8080 slash Nifi. So it's accessing. Yeah, this is the port 8080 port. This is configured fine, and this is listening right now, and this is quite good in HTTP port. So I will show you how about this security group. So I will head over to security. I will head over to security. Actually, there is a lag. Software is using a lot of CPU. Let me reload it. Right. This one. I will head over to the security tab. Okay. I scroll down. Let's scroll down. Okay, so this is the port configuration. So my 8080 is quite open and 8443 is also open. So third prerequisite is also. So this, make sure you have your own IP configured instead of 0.0.0.0. But for testing purposes, you can use so, because I am not having like any secure that type of like I am taking a risk. But in your production environment, if you are using, make sure to include the IPs you want access to, that is your client IPs, system IPs, right? So now the fourth thing is, if since our application is working, right? Yeah, so in 8080 port, so what I want you to do is just stop the application. So okay, yeah, so I am doing SSH to my application. That's one. Now let's open the new terminal. Okay, now sudo minus. So application is right here. Now this is the terminal. Let me close my open this one. Fine. So this, let's see this inside this, get inside this folder. Enter. Then get inside bin. Now ls. Now what you have to do is slash dot slash and then this Nifi dot sh stu stop. Yeah, it's stopping our service. Okay, let's see the status. It is important because if we make changes in the running application, it might surely fail. Fine. So to save ourselves from glitch, we have to do so. So now let me devise it. this one also. Now what we have to do, let's hop over to our LinkedIn post, and now creating. So first step is to create this keys folder. So this folder is right here in the app drive. It's keys right there. So keys is quite empty for me. So I will open now this Ubuntu. Oops. I will open it. So open right in the front of me. Let it load. Now the first command is sudo su minus to get into the root. I will type sudo su minus your password. Now, since I am in the root, now this keys folder is inside the mnt. The mnt folder, I'll show you this mnt cd slash mnt. So it consists of all the drives like C, E, and F. In your case, maybe C, D, F, or any others, another type of combination. So make sure to create one folder keys in your respective directory. Since I have used this F drive, so I will get inside slash F slash keys. Oops, I have made one mistake. Yeah. Now what I have to do is create key pairs. So to do this, so what with the username admin q user. So now I will copy this command or command from here. Just copy this from snippet and open your Ubuntu and paste this command. Hit enter, and now it will be generating key pairs. Okay, now this is done. Now packaging our user certificate, because we have to generate pfx file. So what it is doing is taking input as the public key pair and outputting us the pfx file with, and the password used here is super secret. This is quite important because we have to configure password everywhere. I'll paste it. Okay, so let's see what is, yeah, there is pfx files and pem file. And now what I have to do is get into settings. Now get into settings. Now we have to import our key pairs. Since we have closed our application, so this is showing like this. I will open privacy and security, and now I will import to security, and then in each certificate I will import one certificate. Next, browse this certificate. So that certificate is inside the keys folder, all files. This, open it right here, pfx file. Next, we have to use our certificate. So for SECRET, SUPER, that it was our password. Automatically please write next. and finish. Okay, fine. Close it. Now this is our super secret password which we have used. Now, since we are in the root, we will make one folder. Okay, so now this is over. So now, since we have imported our certificate and everything is fine, this configuration is done and this step is over. So this is the green mark that shows we are done with our client configuration. Now we have to do the server side configuration. So let's see the Keystore configuration first. So to do so, we have to just copy this one and make a directory SSL cd into SSL, and with the key tool command is not copied right now. Okay, this is done, and now we have to create the certificate. Before creating, we have to just copy this PAM file which is available right here. So now I will get inside this one and create touch to create my file. I'll asset. Since this file is empty, I will PI into this file. Insert mode. Now I will open this .pem which is available in my desktop. Right click it, open with Notepad++. Now as WQ. Now this is done. So this complete the configuration of our Truststore also. So now we are done with the client configuration. So Keystore configuration and Truststore configuration. Now the last step is the authorization. So authorization, we have to create one file that is authorized users.xml inside the con folder directory. So let's get into Nifi I ls and redo into con plus touch. Oops, I've used touch. I've indirectly used this one. Insert mode. Now copy the contents, that is our roles which are there are two roles which I have provided. That one is the admin and the other is the DFM. So I'll copy it right here, put inside, paste it, skip WQ. Fine, this one is also over. Now scroll down. We have to specify this file inside our authorizers.xml. So open this file move vi into authorizes.xml, this one, and go into insert mode, go down, and now in this one dot slash conf slash authorized users. Since I have created the file with the name authorized users, let's specify it right. Yeah, dot slash conf authorized users. Now WQ. So this one is also done. So our now with this configuration is also done with the XML. Now we have to see the Nifi properties configuration. So let's see the slide. This configuration is also done. So we are done with all the three configuration. Next step is to see how we will to implement and to work upon all the properties. We have to use this Nifi properties also. So we have to configure this Nifi properties right away. We are into it. Since we are using an 8080 port, so let's change it to 8443. Yeah, yeah, this one. So since I am using the secure communication right now, so I will change it to true, and HTTP enabled I will change it to false. Fine. And now I will comment out this port because it is not being used, and in HTTPS port I will specify 8443. Now at the end, yeah, so I'll fill all the keystore and Truststore values. So to do so, I will specify all the values of here right here. So I'll copy. So what I'll do is copy all the values from here, just paste it, because I have created in root inside SSL. So this value is will work fine. For simplicity, use the same configuration I have used in mine, so that these command which I have mentioned is valid for you also. Password is same, so I will do is get down, and this password is also same. Now Truststore, type Truststore is here, so is copied and paste it here. Type is JKS, so copy JKS. Inside the password, I'll copy here password. Fine, and escape colon WQ. Okay, so this is done. Password is also done. So what we have to do is start our application. So cd dot dot, oops, cd dot dot. Now get inside the pin and dot slash Nifi dot such start status. Okay, now let's check the logs. That's the problem. Let's see. Okay, so trust store file not found exception, and another one. build to connect shutting down. No such file or directory. Okay, so it is not able to find those files. So let's see that I have done any mistake or not. Yeah, so let's see the dot seeking to SSL PWE. Okay, so there should be. Okay, so we have not generated our uh, this Keystore. So Truststore is not here. So I will copy command to generate my Truststore. So this way, from here, I will copy this Truststore command and paste it here. Okay, now our Truststore is generated. Now I will get inside LSIT and get inside my file 1.1.1. Now I will get inside bin ls. Okay, now what I will do is what is slash maybe .sh. Oh, now I will see the status currently running. So now let's use the log tails command. Scroll down. Let's see what is happening. Okay, so our application is working fine and it's listening to 8443, right? So I will minimize it right now and get back to the browser. So how we will hit the application? We have to use this command https://. So now I'll copy this full command, and instead of placing your Nifi server IP, I will paste here this IP of my Nifi server that is unsecure. And now I will paste right here. Hit this server. HTTPS port. Close it also. It's connecting. Okay. Yeah. So this is shown to you when you are also trying cause this one. And now hit advanced and proceed to this and save. Okay. So when it is asked, that's okay. Okay. Now our application is quite loading. Now our application is working on HTTPS 8443 port. This is our configuration is done in Nifi. It's quite tedious, and if you miss one or two steps, your application would fail, like mine failed. So make sure to have a better understanding of this SSL and make sure to follow all these steps accordingly. And if you want more support from us, make sure you visit this website rdetect.in. Thanks for watching.